Hello, assalamu alaikum. Good morning. So today we are going to start the lecture for dynamics, engineering mechanics dynamics. So what is this course about actually? Engineering mechanics dynamics is nothing but uh, it is engineering mechanics. It is a part of engineering mechanics. So what we are going to study in this course? Basically, we are going to study the application of forces on a moving body. This is actually what we are going to study. Now, what do you mean by dynamics? This is a big question you will be having in your minds, right? So, what is dynamics? So, coming to dynamics, before you understand what is dynamics, you should know what is mechanics. So, what is mechanics? I think most of you know what is mechanics. So, mechanics is nothing but a physical science which deals with the state of rest and motion. Why I am telling state of rest and motion? Because we will also study mechanics also deals with statics. You studied, some students might have studied engineering mechanics. Handisa mekaniki statica sa? It deals with the state of rest, the physical science or the bodies which are in rest. You studied the application of forces because of static bodies. What we are studying about dynamics, the application of the action of forces on moving body. This is dynamics. Okay, now when we say mechanics, do you think that mechanics is only statics and dynamics? No, actually mechanics is nothing but solids, mechanics of solids and as well as mechanics of fluids. Okay, mechanics of solids and as well as mechanics of fluids. See, in mechanics of solids, this is the most important part because we are dealing with this dynamics, right? In mechanics of solids, we are having three parts, actually two parts. One is rigid body mechanics, another one is deformed body mechanics. Deformed body mechanics, like you know what is strength of material, plasticity, elasticity. This is nothing but you will study inshallah in the upcoming courses. But now we are focusing on dynamics. What is dynamics? It is rigid body mechanics, the body which does not change its shape but still it is dynamic body. What do you mean by it is not changing its shape? It is only changing its position. Do you understand? So this is nothing but dynamics. So in dynamics we are going to study about kinetics and as well as kinematics. Okay, I will come to this one, what is kinetics and what is kinematic. Again in dynamics we are having linear motion, rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, so many motions. We will come to that step by step. Now before we start sheet 1, you should know what is dynamics, right? So this is nothing but dynamics. What do you mean by dynamics now? The action of forces on a moving body is called dynamics. Okay, so why we are studying this mechanics, or why we are studying fluid mechanics, solid mechanics? Why we are studying? We are studying this because to do design and analysis of structures, of bodies, of frames, of different things. Okay, that is why we are studying mechanics. Now coming to 1 minute, I will just stop the screen draw. Now coming to the next slide, this is what I was telling you. What is dynamics? It is nothing but the effect of forces. What is the effect of forces and moments? We are going to study on the motion. See, if I apply the same force on cycle, the cycle can move faster, and if I apply the same force on the car, it can move little, or it cannot move, it may not move because of its body weight and because of many factors, understood, because of its size and everything. But with the same force, cycle can move faster, understood. So this is the thing, but the effect of motion on because of the forces and moments, we are going to study about this one in dynamics. Now what are the terms you should remember in dynamics? We have to remember force. What do you mean by force? Force yani everybody know that it is a push or pull. Yani push or pull, yani a push or pull is called a force. Sah walala. A push or pull is called a force. Yani if you push the door, has a force. If you pull the door, has a bardu force. Okay, this is the force which I think you might have studied about the force in statics. Also you might have studied in physia. Maafi mushkil, but this is force. What is the wahda for force? Newton. What is the wahda for force? Newton. Okay, next what are you going to study? It is about mass. When I say mass, it is nothing but kilogram, the amount of matter in the body. Yani the amount of matter in the body, yani it is nothing but the mass, yani it is in kilograms. Wahda is kilogram. Now there is another term, weight. What do you mean by weight? Weight is nothing but mass zarb gravity. Why I am saying mass zarb gravity in terms of equation? Mass kilogram zarb gravity. Gravity kam malum? Tisa fasla wahido tamanin. If you zarb haza, you will get the weight of the object. The wahida for weight is nothing but Newton. It is same like force. Understood? This is nothing but the force which is applied towards the center of the earth. It is nothing but weight. Okay, because of the gravity. Understood? A particle, a body of a negligible dimension, it is a small particle which you cannot see. It is a small particle. Okay, now remember these units, shabab. Giga is ashara power tisa, mega is ashara sitta, kilo is ashara power talata. And when you come to milli, ashara power salem talata, micro is ashara power salem sitta, and nano is ashara power salem tisa. This you have to remember. Okay, and we are going to use SI units. What are the SI units? Newton, kilogram, and meters. Newton, kilogram, and meters. Okay, these are the three units. These are the SI units which we are going to follow. We are not going to follow this foot pounds per second in our course. Clear? Now, whenever we are going to study about dynamics, you should know that there are two types of units, scalar units or scalar quantity. It is better to say it is as a quantity, scalar quantity or vector quantity. A quantity which has only magnitude is called scalar quantity. A quantity which has both magnitude and direction is called vector quantity. Vector quantity has direction, but scalar quantity does not have direction. Okay, so scalar quantity is nothing but mass, volume, energy. This is a scalar quantity. Vector quantity is displacement, velocity, acceleration. We will come to forces also. Okay, this is some trigonometric rules which you must know. Sin theta is kullu marra, remember, mukhabil ala watar. Cosine theta is mujawir ala watar. Tan theta is mukhabil ala mujawir. Sin square theta zayed cosine square theta is 1. This you should remember. Also remember this sine law. Sine A, angle sine A ila huwa A is equal to huwa B ila sine B, huwa C ila sine C. This is a sine law. This is the basic law which you should remember. Now, because most of the students have not studied statics, I am just telling you kf anta iktub fx fy. If there is one force F acting at angle theta, fx एश मौजूद, fx is equal to f cosine theta, fy एश मौजूद, f sin theta. फहम? y cosine, because cosine yani if I take cosine yani मुजाविर अला वतर, so fx ila f iji cosine theta. So anta yibqa fx, so fx is equal to f zarb cosine theta. फहम शबाब? So fy zarb f is nothing but sin theta. Fy is nothing but parallel line to this line, sa mukhabil, sa. So whenever you are having sin theta, it is nothing but fy. So fy is equal to f sin theta. Clear? This is the basic thing which most of you have known because of statics. Now we are having f cosine theta and fx, fy and fz. No need of this slide because we are not going to study forces in z direction. It is bit complicated for your level. Okay, so I am not going to tell you any forces in z direction. Now, how do you multiply a vector product? Vector product is nothing but cross product. Cross product yani a cross b. Kef iktub, kef anta matlub the magnitude of the vector product c bar is equal to a cross b, yani a b sin theta, a b sin theta. So always remember, c is nothing but a cross b, sa. So a cross b is not equal to b cross a. B cross a is minus c. Faham? B cross a minus same c. It will be minus c. We will understand this one in terms of I, J, K. Please remember this one, I, J, K. If you use the right hand rule, I zarb J hassal K. Okay, I zarb J हसल के ज़रब I हसल J, K ज़रब I हसल J, and J ज़रब K. If you go from J ज़रब K anta hसल I, you follow the clockwise direction. This will be mojib and the x will be salim, because cross product will always be salim. Remember, in cross product I cross I is equal to 0, J cross J is equal to 0, and K cross K is equal to 0. Remember this one, Shabab, because this is very important for your quiz. Okay, so just I am telling you, I cross J and J cross I is not equal to K. I cross J is equal to K, but J cross I is equal to minus K. Remember this one. Okay, this point. This is about vector quantity. A cross B is minus B cross A. Distributive property, A cross B वाहिद, that A cross B اثنين. But A cross B ज़रब C is not equal to A cross B cross C. फहम? This is not associative property, but in dot product it can be equal. Now we are not going to study much about dot product, but you should remember about the dot product Khanun. A dot B is nothing but AB cosine theta. Do you remember what is cross product? A cross B is AB sine theta. Just I am reminding you. Cross product is AB sine theta. Dot product AB cosine theta. Okay. Now in scalar quantity, I dot J is 0, I dot K is 0, J dot K is 0. What is 1? There is no minus. There is no minus. I dot I, J dot J and K dot K are 1. बाकी कुल्लु सिफर. फहम? So this is an important topic for your some important point I can ask in quiz. So it is better you should remember. So this is about the video 1, about the part 1 of chapter 1. Clear, Shabab? This you should know before we start sheet 1. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.